Welcome to Midday on this Wednesday afternoon. Of course, our first guests joining us, Terry Ann Wilson and Tom Friedman from the Hamilton Film Society. Thank you both for being here.
Thank you.
We're talking about the Spring Film Series, and we're really nearing the end, if not the end. We are talking about a really interesting film, which we'll get to in a moment. But I just want to talk to you guys, first of all. Of course, there was lots of conversation over the last several days about the Paramount Theatre and the future of the Paramount Theatre, of course, announced that it was closing, and I think there was a lot of people that were really concerned about that. Tom, I think things are looking up now. We've got something to talk a little bit about. You can't release all the details, but there is an announcement this week, is there not?
Yes, there is, and we invite people who have been fans of the Film Society to learn more about the next phase of our long history in this community. We invite people to come down to the Paramount tomorrow. Our film screens at about 7.
Yeah.
We're going to make a major announcement about the future of the society, and we think that people will be very pleased.
Yeah, from what I've heard so far, I think that a lot of people are going to want to be there to hear this.
Yes.
Really kind of, positive news, good news on the way.
Right.
So, yes. All right. So, of course, Stockholm is the film we're talking about today. That starts at 7 tomorrow night at the Paramount. But as Tom mentioned, you might want to go a little earlier. Let's get right into this show, this film. Terry Ann, talk a little bit about sort of the synopsis behind this.
Sure. This is a film directed by Robert Boudreau. It's set in the 1970s, 1973 to be exact, in Stockholm. So it's a period comedy drama with Ethan Hawke, and it's all about a big bank robbery that takes place. This was all based on this actual events that took place, and is the sort of the framework around which psychologists have hung the term Stockholm syndrome. So when you go to the film, that's sort of the basis of the story. And for anybody that's been Al Pacino fan, ever saw Dog Day Afternoon, it sort of captures the spirit of that film to a great extent. And of course, Ethan Hawke plays this bank robber who comes in and takes hostages and then proceeds to make his absurd demands. And the film unfolds from there. And it is a really interesting tale about the interactions between not just the robbers themselves, but also the hostages and their relationship with the police who are handling the situation, the Prime Minister, the manipulations that take place. And
so much going on.
Lots going on, really fast-paced, really. And apparently the events are taken from the actual experience that happened in 1973, but also there is some artistic license that goes on to, they've just made some adjustments to that. So it's not like a history lesson per se, but it certainly is more than loosely based on the actual events. And Ethan Hawke, of course, gives a very stirring performance.
Okay, well, let's give everybody a little peek at this. This is Stockholm, as you can watch the trailer right now.
Ask him what they want.
He's asking what you want.
I want him here in 10 minutes or I shoot you in the face and then hang up. Tell him that.
He wants you here in 10 minutes or he shoots me in the face.
Was he surprised? I mean, did he sound surprised?
An American with a machine gun has taken over Kreditbanken. Kreditbanken?
Get here! Get on the ground! You've been shot. No, she hasn't been shot. She's obviously got a muscle cramp or something. Get her a banana and get everybody out of here. Come on! We will let the ladies go when it's over.
You want money?
$1 million US.
In a Mustang 302 like Steve McQueen had in Bullet.
Yeah, I like that movie.
You disable the cameras?
You think I shouldn't?
Have you done this before?
Do I look like an idiot?
The girls, have they been harmed?
Yes.
Why would they say that?
Cops lie to get what they want.
Turn
that off! God damn.
All of Sweden would like to know, what is it like being stuck in there with those criminals?
It's not too bad. He let me go. He didn't have to. You and the others will survive, and I can go home.
You were unbelievably brave, you know.
And you feel it, sun is shining.
But you trust them?
More than we trust our police.
If they want our help, they need to show us some respect.
If the police comes in and they start shooting, he will shoot back.
I'm not going back to prison! I gotta kill someone.
What?
He's like a child. Remember the Alamo.
So there you go, Stockholm. That looks really fun. Actually, it's interesting. I just by watching that, it's a drama, it's a crime story, but it's also comedy too,
yeah.
right?
And it's amazing to watch. Films like this really highlight those that have editing skills, really great editing skills, because they really just shot in this location for weeks and weeks and weeks.
Interesting.
And it's funny because I actually read one of the actors talking about it. I think it was Numi Rapace.
Yeah.
And she actually said that they all started to experience a little bit of it.
Oh, really?
Because they were
They're all in the
hemmed
tight,
into
same
that tight,
space.
same space. Yeah.
Interesting. Quickly, Tom, we're running out of time, but I want you to just, you were talking about the director in this and how he really loves
Robert
to work
Boudreau,
with.
he really likes working with Ethan Hawke.
Yeah, that's
and
interesting.
they did a film called Born to Be Blue about the jazz musician Chet Baker. And that won all kinds of awards. And Ethan Hawke is such a versatile actor. Like, this role is very, very different from ones. We've shown some of his films in the past, and I think the audience will be really impressed with how he deals with this.
I think so.
Yeah.
Watching that trailer, I think so. There you go. The information on the bottom of the screen. Get your tickets to Stockholm, 7 p.m. Tomorrow night at the Paramount Theater. But if you can, arrive earlier, and you can be part of that big announcement to do with the future of the Film Society and, of course, the theater itself. We're back in a moment here on Midday. We've got Abbott Wealth joining us, so stay with us.